biggest venues in the NFL. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight. On the visitor sideline, their head coach. His guys currently a couple games over 500, 4-2 through 6 games. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The KC offense set to go led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And his first look is incomplete. You look at this Raiders defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scrambler to be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Arises on the punt here as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So now it's the Raiders' turn to go on offense for the first time. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
And how about Geno Smith? The number of times we've looked at his career and said, here's something new for him. And that's exactly what we're talking about with his move to Las Vegas after 5 seasons in Seattle. Over 70% last season completion percentage. And the Raiders, they definitely need that type of efficiency in Vegas. And the best part, he has a head coach in Pete Carroll who really believes in him.
That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there, and they're able to come up with the 1st down.
Now a run. Here's the 1st-round pick from April's draft. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC.
Here we go.
Now Geno. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Myers. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 106 yards.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, second down. The Raiders sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. This is caught by Tucker. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out. Once again, it's Genty. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit. Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what... And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Genty hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And marching back out there now, the Raiders defense gets ready. They were able to force the 3-and-out last time, led to the punt, and then led to a touchdown for their crew. So they'll be looking for a little bit more of that, Charles.
Well, I think that they created the spark with the 3-and-out. Gave a little momentum to their offense. Who said, all right, appreciate it, guys. And they took the ball downfield and stuck it in the end zone.
And that defense wasn't out there long. They'll be trying to keep it short here. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They went 3-and-out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. You talk about this Chiefs defense. This unit, third best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs offense ready to go again. And, Charles, what a battle this is within the division because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
Throw outside, completion to Rice. The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of catches, 57 yards and a touchdown as well.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Now here's Mahomes. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
37-yard punt, a return of 4. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go, hey.
Gino going to hand it to Genty. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Ashton Genty with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Able to slither by. And he'll take it up past the 25 at the 26-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again.
Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Now Mahomes. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. They'll be caught by Rice. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A first carry for Elijah Mitchell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
After the encroachment penalty, here's 2nd and 5.
Yellow.
It's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And that's a hard-earned yard there as he takes a pretty good jolt at the end of that one. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Mahomes. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Oh, Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing third down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
Pacheco is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Mahomes going to throw. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, his 17th touchdown now on the season.
And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make our score 14-7.
Chiefs 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Raiders offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Over the middle, complete. It's Thornton. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
Here's second and 3.
4-yard line.
A run straight ahead with Genty. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 110 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And the Raider first down.
Here we go,
Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
Now they contend with a second and 12 after the loss.
Here we go,
Here's Smith.
Pass taken in by Mayer.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
To throw is Smith.
They'll try and set up the screen to Genty.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it fourth down.
Carlson for the Raider field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. 4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
Yeah, Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Throwing now is Mahomes. Open man right side is Rice. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. That one caught by Rice. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. And again, it's Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
It fights him off. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raiders offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they're going to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing is Smith. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Gino now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thornton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout As they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Throwing now is Gino.
Pass complete right side to Bowers. Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
Okay, Brandon, thank you.
The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
So here are the Raiders now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Open man right side, Myers. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
A gain of 12. First down, Raiders.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Smith off the bootleg. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now Gino. Over the middle, hooks up with a tight end, Bowers. And the Raiders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way.
Touchdown, Raiders! Brock Bowers, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Chiefs, 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Sheds off the tackle. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, manageable spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Hey, 57, color, 57. 180.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 57 yards. And the Chiefs are back within a score. Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's Hollywood Marquise Brown who finishes it off with the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Off of play action. Here's Smith. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bowers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Hey, we go.
On 1st down, it's Genty. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
48-yard line.
Now Smith. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Smith. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. They'll go. Here's Genty. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers. Let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
Here's Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thornton. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Raiders.
Hey, here we go, hey.
Up the middle, it's Genty. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Completes this one to Thornton. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
8-yard pickup. 1st down, Raiders.
Smith now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
13 it.
On 3rd down, here's Genty. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave him looking at a 4th and 1.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the 1st down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. They'll try and run for it. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now Mahomes.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And 3rd and 8 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Mahomes going to throw. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on here to punt it away. They'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Taken in at the 22.
Well, a nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called, because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Taking the sideline grin as well. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd down and 6.
Smith. Open man is Myers. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here we go.
To throw is Smith.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Back to throw, Smith. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 15.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Dancing to his left. They'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one, because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
145 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
A run, it's Genty. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
They'll go again with Genty. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Second down and 8. They'll try the air now with Smith. Open man is Tucker. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Throwing is Smith. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A run out of the gun with Genty. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Genty with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Raiders will add to their 4th quarter lead. Carlson on for the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it was finished off by the 14-yard touchdown run. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down by 10. 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down. Throw left side, completion to Rice. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
He'll get this complete to Worthy. Here's 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Mahomes will throw.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
Here's 1st down.
A gain of 6. And a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
Mahomes to throw it.
That'll be caught by Rice.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
Mahomes.
Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Just over 50 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd.
What can they come up with here? It's 3rd and 7.
Yellow. Go on, 80.
Here's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now 1st and goal.
19 yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
And he clocks it with just over 30 seconds left. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Mahomes. And they're going to get it. They bring it down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Malcolm Kuntz. It's a loss of 8. Makes it 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. Buying time to his left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none.
Yes, exactly right.
Down to a knee. Here goes Smith, and that should all but do it. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure.